Hey, what would you do? Picture this. You're a high school Korean girl, low on the totem pole, considered ugly, but that's not important right now. You're taking your mom's sleeping pills because you can't sleep because your dad keeps abusing you, your sister, and your mom, but you forgot them at school. So you go back to school to get them. Alone. At night. In the dark. As you're walking through the eerie, empty hallways, you hear a loud that comes from your classroom. You rush over, and this is what you see. What do you do? This is the opening to A Girl's Trial, a Korean manhwa by artist Lucena that lives rent-free in my amygdala, right here. This girl, Miss Low on the Totem Pole / quote-unquote ugly, is named Park Geul, but we'll call her Park. So, Park just came back to school to get her sleeping pills, and she stumbled upon the popular boy named Han standing by an open window, and the popular girl named Jin dead on the ground outside. Now, Park has a few options here. Option 1, run away, tell the cops everything that happened, and that pretty boy Han is the one that goes to jail for the death of Jin, the girl who's outside of the window on the ground 2 stories down. Or, option 2, blackmail him into making out with you and helping you become popular so you can climb the school ranks, so you can have the power and influence that you feel you so justly deserve, while also simultaneously leaving behind all your friends and the only people that actually care about you. Guess which one Park picks? At least that's how she wants it to go. But things won't go exactly to plan. After all, how long can you blackmail a supposed pretty boy killer like Han here before things get ugly? This is not just another high school story where everyone's got those big dewy anime eyes and their squeaky voices while they confess their love with a box of chocolates. Nope, this is different. And Park here is the reason why. You see, when a narcissist comes into play, nothing goes the way that it should. But don't take it from me. Let Park show you why you should stay away from people like her. Here's a great example. The next day, after the popular girl Jin is found dead, the cops come to school. They're trying to figure out what happened to Jin, and they're interviewing students to see if anyone has any info that can help. We already know that Park was an eyewitness for the moments right after Jin's death, but does she speak up? No. Does she tell the cops that she saw Han at the scene? No. Does she tell them that she found their secret Instagram account that shows that Han and Jin were secretly dating that no one else knows about except for Park? No. Because it's all about her. I love this manhwa. In the first chapter, you see how sad Park's life is. Her dad abuses her and her whole family. She pities her mom and ignores her little sister. Her confidence is in the gutter. She considers herself to be low in the school hierarchy. No style, no boyfriend, no nothing. All of these things really ground her and make you root for her right from the get-go. Oh my god, she's like me, for real, for real. And then you see how she handles the situations that she's put in, how she uses other people to get what she wants. And you end up hating her more and more and more, and yet you can't stop. You can't look away. You end up preying on her downfall like a bad couple in 90 Day Fiancé. You scroll through page after page, hoping she'll change, hoping she'll make the right choices, and hoping that she'll be good to the good people in this story. And yet she dunks on you every time like she's the LeBron James of manipulating others. This girl's moral compass points directly back at her dorky glasses. She's basically allergic to caring about others. Just from looking at her, you'd think she's the kind of girl that would remind the teacher to give the class homework or something, but surprisingly, she's not a narc as long as she gets something out of it. And that's the thing. She has to get something out of it. It's always about her. Ask not what Park can do for you, but what you can do for Park. I truly believe that this woman is a narcissist. And I know that's a big word, hard to spell, it looks juicy in a YouTube title, but I have evidence. I have plenty of things that I can use to back it up, and I'll show you as we go along. But here's 2 right off the bat. Number 1, Park is low in empathy. She sees a dead girl on the ground and, after getting over the shock of it, thinks of how she can use this corpse to her advantage. Number 2, she starts blackmailing Han like she's Yzma and he's Kronk to get what she wants, which shows that she's manipulative and egotistical to a fault. Does Han deserve it? Maybe. Does Jin deserve to have her story told? Absolutely. Should you go to my Patreon to see behind the scenes for every video, including my artistic process, and get exclusive audio logs where I tell stories from my life that not even my mom knows about? Yes. So why don't you go check it out? It's $5. Patreon.com/Sriracha. Thank you. There's plenty more points about narcissism that fit Park like a glove, and we'll get to them soon. But first, Park wants to hold Han's hand. Isn't that sweet? And since Han has no other choice besides life in prison, he does it. Now in high school, this is a big deal. Holding hands means you're basically married. And for Park, being seen with the popular boy should skyrocket her to Taylor Swift status. Right? Well, it turns out, in this school, not everybody's a Swiftie. One of the best parts of this story is the detail, and I don't mean the art, even though it's great. Take a look at how this scene is laid out. Every little expression and footstep is shown piece by piece. You hear every thought that runs through Park's head. Wow, Han is so cute. His shoulders are so broad. His hands are so big. Her and Han's sweaty hands sliding against each other like two room temperature steaks. Rounding the corner and going up the stairs, someone spots them. Why is she looking at us like that? It's all laid out like this, so you're a part of every single moment. This lets tension build panel by panel, bit by bit, more and more and more until suddenly disaster strikes. Oh no, some mean kids see Han and Park holding hands, and they have some mean things to say. And since Park is so vain and concerned with her image, this is like a shot through the heart. Oh, fatality. Boo-hoo me, my life is so sad. Han, can we make out? Okay, I know for a lot of this video, I've just been hating on Park, and I'm being a bit dramatic, I know. Being laughed at by mean kids for holding hands with the popular boy would be heart-wrenching to any teenage girl, and obviously her terrible home life has a hand in this too. But that does not excuse her actions. And this next part really takes the cake. So later on, Jin's funeral is coming up. And Park actually goes. But Park seems to feel a little out of place. She can feel the eyes on her from everyone else in the room. And at first she can't even pull out some tears for poor Jin, despite, seeing her dead body. And then, when she finally comes face to face with Jin, the tears start flowing. When I first saw this, it was cathartic. I was like, wow, maybe she feels some kind of guilt or regret for covering up Jin's death. But the truth is, Park pities Jin. That's why she cries. And on top of that, she thinks that it puts her above Jin's friends. So here's another part of narcissism. A grandiose sense of self-importance. I cried for you, Jin. That means I'm a good person. In fact, I'm even gooder than your friends. You know what? I'm the goodest person of all. I will say that Park is not some unfeeling psychopath. She does question her judgment sometimes, and she's affected by things that would affect normal people too, like seeing a dead body. And the thing is, you can see this sad, hurt girl underneath her cold, dorky exterior. At the deepest, darkest parts of herself, she just wants to be loved, just like the rest of us. She's just had some bad role models, and now she's doing to others what's been done to her. She thinks she has to do this to survive. She thinks there's no other way that she can make it. But along the way, she learns from others that things can change if you change. But for her, it might not be that simple. So I've laid out a few points for Park's narcissism, but there's a lot more that I found in this Harvard article on NPD. Tell me if this sounds like anyone you've heard of. A preoccupation with fantasies of success, power, beauty, or perfect love. A belief that they are, quote, special, and can only be understood by other special people. A need for excessive admiration. A sense of entitlement, which may include an unreasonable expectation to be treated favorably or for others to comply with their demands and expectations. Behavior that is exploitative and takes advantage of others to achieve their own ends. A lack of empathy or an unwillingness to identify with the needs of others. A tendency to be envious of others or a belief that others are envious of them. Arrogance, haughty behaviors, and attitudes. This girl is a tood machine, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I think she's a fantastic main character. I know I just spent 10 minutes hating on her, but that's why she's good. Sometimes we have enough heroes. We have enough Dekus, we have enough Narutos, we have enough Bleach guys. I forget his name, I've never seen Bleach. It's interesting to see a unique character get put into different situations and see how they react. It's like Park is a rat in a maze chasing cheese, and she somehow always finds the stinkiest one every single time, simply because she doesn't know what else to do. And that makes her fun to watch. And that's the thing I realized while writing this. The manhwa's called A Girl's Trial, right? When I first started reading it, I thought that was kind of weird. I thought it would be something like Murder School or Killer Boyfriend or something like that. But then it hit me. Park is going through challenges, through trials. Fate is putting her through these trials to see what she'll do. And I'm not talking about Fate as an actual like character in the manhwa. I'm talking like Fate, you know? Like the powers that be. So she's going through these trials in her life, and I'm gonna be honest, I think she's completely bombing it. But that's okay. That makes it more fun for me, and it makes it more fun for you. You gotta read this. But of course, there's so much more to this manhwa than just Park. This is a shoujo, so there's plenty more cute boys, there's some sugar mamas thrown in there, and there's plenty more death and murder, so you'll have tons of fun. But that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want another video about terrible people doing terrible things, I made a video on this manga with the worst mother in the world. You can click right here for that. If you think Park is bad, zoo-wee mama, you gotta check out this lady. You can also find more stuff on my Patreon. That's patreon.com/sriracha. Link below. Thank you. See you later.